Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English Deep Talks. Today, we're talking about something very simple, but extremely powerful: positive thinking. A topic many people think they understand, but actually, there's so much more to it.
Yes, positive thinking is not just about being happy. It's about how you choose to see your life, how you respond to problems, and how you speak to yourself. And if you stay with us until the end, we will share one final tip that is honestly life-changing.
And before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave one positive sentence in the comments. It can be something small, but small things make a difference.
So, Anna, how would you describe positive thinking?
For me, it means looking at life in a helpful and healthy way. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It simply means you try to focus on what you can do, not what you can't do.
Yes, positive thinking is realistic, not imaginary. You still see the problem, but you don't allow the problem to control your emotions. You accept the situation and then ask, what is the next step?
Exactly. And this mindset affects everything: your mood, your decisions, and even your relationships. Many people don't realize how much their thinking shapes their day.
One example I like is this. Imagine you're late for work. Negative thinking says, my whole day is ruined. Positive thinking says, this isn't great, but I can still make the rest of my day better. Same situation, different mindset, completely different results.
And for English learners, this is especially important. When you think negatively, learning becomes stressful. You feel shy, you feel scared to speak, you focus only on mistakes. But when you think positively, you feel more open and confident. Mistakes become learning, not failure.
And this actually connects to a vocabulary word we can teach today. Mindset. Mindset means the way you think, the attitude you have. For example, a positive mindset helps you learn faster.
Another useful word is perspective. Perspective means the way you look at something, your point of view. Two people can see the same situation, but their perspectives are completely different.
Exactly. And sometimes simply changing your perspective makes your life easier. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this?
That question is powerful because life isn't always smooth. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes you feel tired, lost, or unmotivated. And positive thinking is not about pretending everything is okay. It's about staying strong and calm while facing challenges.
And speaking of challenges, we should talk about toxic positivity. This is another vocabulary item. Toxic positivity means when someone forces themselves to be positive all the time, even when they have serious problems. That's not healthy.
Yes, healthy positive thinking accepts reality. Toxic positivity ignores reality. For example, if someone is going through something extremely difficult and they just say, everything is fine, that's not real positivity. That's avoiding the situation.
And avoiding problems doesn't solve anything. Positive thinking is about facing problems with courage and hope.
Another helpful word here is acknowledge. It means to accept or recognize something. For example, I acknowledge that this situation is hard, but I can still try my best. That's healthy positivity.
I like that. And we can share some practical ways to develop positive thinking. One of the easiest is gratitude. Being grateful shifts your mind from what is missing to what you already have.
Yes, and gratitude doesn't have to be big. It can be something simple, like, I'm grateful for my breakfast, or I'm grateful for my family. A gratitude habit can change the way your brain reacts to stress.
And another good vocabulary word is self-talk. Self-talk means the way you talk to yourself in your mind. Many people say terrible things to themselves without noticing, but positive self-talk can calm your mind and help you make better choices.
And it's interesting because the brain listens to your thoughts. If you tell yourself, I can't do this, your brain believes it. But if you tell yourself, I'm learning, your brain also believes that. Words matter.
Something else that helps a lot is your environment. If you spend time with people who complain all the time or people who bring negative energy, your mind becomes heavy too. But being around positive people encourages you.
Yes, positivity spreads. When someone believes in you, you also start believing in yourself. And you can be that positive person for others too. A kind word, a smile, or a little encouragement can change someone's entire day.
And here's another vocabulary word, influence. Influence means the power to change or affect someone. Positive people influence your life in a good way.
That's a good one. And speaking of positive influence, we also need to talk about focusing on what you can control. A lot of stress comes from things we cannot change, like the weather, traffic, or other people's actions.
But when you focus on what you can control, you feel stronger. For example, you cannot control the mistake you made yesterday, but you can control what you do now.
And many people forget this simple idea. They fight with things that are outside their control, and that creates more stress.
Another useful word for learners is resilience. It means the ability to recover from difficulties, to bounce back. Positive thinking builds resilience. It helps you stand up again after falling.
Yes, resilience grows when you face difficult moments with courage. When you say, this is tough, but I'm tougher, you change your story.
And now I think we should share the final tip, the most powerful one, the one we mentioned at the start.
Yes, it's the tip that changed my life, and it's very simple. Be kind to yourself. Many people think positive thinking is about the outside world, but actually, it begins inside your mind.
One kind sentence to yourself can change the direction of your whole day. If you treat yourself with patience and understanding, your mind becomes a safe place.
And when your mind feels safe, positive thinking becomes natural. It doesn't feel like work anymore.
So yes, positive thinking is not about living a perfect life. It's about choosing a helpful perspective, speaking kindly to yourself, and focusing on what you can control.
And that's our conversation for today. Thank you for listening to Learn English Deep Talks. If you enjoyed this podcast-style lesson, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little positivity today.
Stay positive, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next episode.